The Horace Mann School for the Deaf in Boston, Massachusetts. The principal, Sarah Fuller, gave Helen 11 lessons. Then Anne took over and Helen learned how to speak. How did she explain to Helen she was taking her to learn how to speak? How did she explain to Helen that they're going on a carriage ride, it's going to take 2 weeks to get there, and I'm going to teach you how to speak? How do you explain that to somebody that's 10 years old?
Put their fingers in their mouth, I guess.
They don't understand the vernacular. How do you explain, I'm just wiping your butt for you? Like Darren told me. He says that's a dirty fucking thing to do to a kid if they're not aware that that's what you're doing, or they don't know. He goes, I just stick my finger in her ass, goddammit, and wipe her fucking butt. Because it had to be done. She didn't know what I was doing. She said they'd scream and cry.
But they've been doing it since they were babies, so yeah, they would know what they were doing.
No.
Yes, Kenny, yes.
When, by the time she was reading and writing and watching fucking Google.com and shit by the time she's 9, how come she didn't know that, other kids wipe their own fucking ass?
Helen Keller was a delivery driver.
Oh my God. NASCAR advocate.
He gets so mad when we talk about Helen Keller.
Oh my God, Anne Sullivan was blind.
What?
Anne Sullivan was blind.
What?
She had Dickensian squalor and became blind from bacterial eye disease when she was 5. She taught her, and she was blind.
No.
She didn't even know what the fuck she looked like. She couldn't pick her out in a fucking room. I'm Helen Keller. Oh shit. I've never seen her. It could be anyone. I think it's her.
Yeah.
She became blind from a bacterial eye disease when she was 5 fucking years old. How did she teach someone to read and write and speak if she's fucking blind herself? This is bullshit. I think I'm right on this. Women's League. We lift up the women's spirit. Helen Keller's the toughest bitch. We can do anything. Let's go work for Uncle Sam and make rivets on airplanes. That's why this started. Well, Helen Keller was blind and deaf and mute. She had one leg and one eye and one arm. She built a church
and did
in India.
And did
she
cartwheels.
walked there.
And did cartwheels.
She rolled. Oh my God, it gets worse.
What?
Anne Sullivan was blind since 5 years old. Her mother died when she was 8. And her father abandoned her. And her brother, she was raised by herself. Blind. I swear to God. I swear to God. Read the last paragraph. Her mother died when she was 8, and her father abandoned her, and her brother, she raised her fucking self. The woman who taught Helen Keller how to speak, read and write.
And she was blind.
And abandoned.
How did she live by herself if she's blind?
How did she learn to speak and read and write herself? How did she learn at 5?
But she was only blind. She can still hear.
Doesn't matter. You're blind, you're stupid, you're done.
What?
You can't write when you're blind.
What? Stevie Wonder writes songs all the time.
Yeah, on Braille.
He doesn't write Braille.
Yes, he does.
Honey.
He reads his music in Braille.
Yeah, so?
She didn't. They hadn't invented it. That's what I'm trying. This is all bullshit, Tash. 10 things you probably didn't know about Anne Sullivan. I could fucking imagine. Let's look. She was 6'9". Celebrate Anne Sullivan's birthday on April 14th. Here are some surprising facts about Helen Keller's teacher and best friend. She didn't even know her. She never even seen her. She never saw her. She's fucking blind. And so is Helen. Fuck you, Helen. Really? Fuck you. You'll never find me again. It's just stupid.
They just walk around the room feeling it with their arms stretched out, looking for each other.
Unsaid best friends? Really? Come on. She can't hear you and you can't see her. Helen can't hear her and she can't see her. Anne can talk, but Helen can't hear. And Helen can't see, and neither can Anne. Who the fuck are they best friends?
How did she teach her?
It was probably just a biscuit. She gave her a biscuit and said, that's Helen. Here's your friend Helen. They made it up. Helen Keller's your friend. It's a biscuit. She never ate it. Turned into a rock. making it possible for more deaf-blind Perkins students like Helen Keller to define their... What? I ain't giving no goddamn money to Helen Keller Foundation. What the fuck? There's a foundation for Helen Kellers now? Why? Well, it's like giving them in the blind to buy them a car. Why were they buying them a car? Remember online?
Yeah.
Why would you give a blind person a fucking car?
Well, it was a blind like group. They took the cars and took the money, I think, from it.
If you click on 10 things you probably didn't know about Ann Sullivan, it goes right to give us money. She's dead too.
What if she wasn't?
It goes right to give us money. 10 things you didn't know about Ann Sullivan. She's a moneymonger. There's nothing. Watch.
I know.
Look, 10 things you didn't know about Ann Sullivan. Click. Oh, there's a story here. No, there's no story here. We're just gonna wait till it pops up. Oh, give us money. And you can't go anywhere else. There's nowhere else to go. You can't get out of it. You got to give the bitch money to read the story. God damn it. What was Helen Keller's first word? Fuck, motherfucker. It was fuck. What else would it be? Ouch. Damn. Or ow. Ugh. It had to have been a shriek of some kind. Is the miracle worker really a true story, or was it made up? That's what it says. The miracle worker is the true story of two inspirational figures, said Taryn Sacramone, executive director of Queen's Theater. It's about the power and motivation of our will to connect with other people. That's just as bad as Nell. That's almost as bad as Nell. Who the fuck did she talk to? Remember the movie Nell?
I never watched
With
it.
Jodie Foster?
And Natasha Richardson was in it.
Bitch that made up her own language. Nobody else could talk to her. But she knew what she was saying. But she couldn't tell you what she was saying. And you couldn't tell her what you were saying because she didn't speak English. Because she grew up by herself in the jungle with apes. And she spoke and I was like, I watched that 10 times because I laughed so fucking hard I lost weight. I'm serious. It was so fucking funny. And she got an Oscar for it. She deserved it. Because, goddamn it, she played a fucking retarded fucking dumbass who got raped by an ape and had babies with it and let it beat her up and stuff. And
What?
Yeah.
She didn't have babies with an ape.
Look it up.
Oh my God, Kenny.
Nell.
Natasha Richardson
If
was
I
in
find
that.
out Helen Keller was rated to Nell. Oh no. Oh no. Did Helen Keller have children? How the fuck does she know what that is? Did they tell her, okay, somebody puts a penis, what's a penis? In your vagina, what's a vagina? What's that? Where? Huh? Who? That takes 4 hours just to get that conversation going.
Well, yeah, because you got to put your hands and fingers in her mouth first.
To have children, she would have had to have been raped. Because you're not going to hold her down. You have to hold her down. She'd fight you the whole time because you're trying to hurt her in her pee-pee. She wouldn't know what the fuck you were doing. You couldn't explain it to her because it was dirty to talk about shit like that back then.
So did she have kids?
No. She was never married, never had kids.
Surprising.
However, she almost married Peter Fagan and became ill and had to take some time off. Peter, a 29-year-old reporter, became Helen's secretary. He became Helen's secretary. How the fuck did you tell her she had a fucking call or something? How did you tell her? Would she get an electrical shock in her butthole? How do you tell your fucking boss you got messages?
I think back then, secretary was just like, kind of like your assistant. Not necessarily answering phone calls.
A man was a secretary to a woman. And, well, it doesn't say what year it was. How long did it take to film the dining room scene in the movie The Miracle Worker? 5 fucking days. 5 days?
I don't remember.
For the dining room battle scene in which Anne tries to teach Helen proper table manners. She don't know what table manners are, let alone proper. Both and Bancroft. Anne Bancroft was one of them. And Patty Duke.
Uh-huh.
That's right. Wore padding beneath their costumes to prevent serious bruising during the intense physical skirmish, which could not be faked at that time. The 9-minute sequence required 3 cameras and took 5 complete days to film, and the 2 were beat to death by the time it was over. They actually had to because Helen Keller beat the fuck out of her for trying to teach her how to fucking use the fork on the outside. You can't teach it! See, it took her 5 fucking days to do that. Just for the movie.
That's just the filming of a movie.
The filming of it took 5 fucking days. How long did it actually take? She still don't know where that fucking fork goes. How the fuck, Tash? This movie came out in 1962. It was damn near ancient then. There was no technology back in 1960. Barely had telephones. Television was only 10 years old. How old was Patty Duke when she made The Miracle Worker? She was 15 years old. Patty Duke was 15 when she did Helen Keller. Fuck you, Patty Duke. I hate you now.
She's just like 3 years older than my mom.
Oh my God!
What?
That's it.
What?
I'm not reading it ever again.
What?
Nope.
What?
That's bullshit.
What?
That is a lie!
What?
Helen Keller was the smartest person on the planet. She had a 160 IQ. How? Her deductive reasoning doesn't come into play if you're blind and deaf. I'm lying, I'm dying. What was that? 160 IQ. Bullshit. Tasha, come on. God damn it. And how did they take it? You're only the smartest at your youth. She didn't know what a goddamn IQ was or how to answer a question. That's a lie. It's for womenism. It's not true.
Womenism?
Womanism. Whatever to call it. You know how to spell it. That's bullshit.
It's for womenism.
That is not possible, Tasha. A 160 fucking goddamn, what's this fuckhead at 165? And he was called the smartest human on the planet. The paralyzed one. The professor, oh, goddamn it, you don't know I'm paralyzed.
He's what? I don't know.
The paralyzed, I am talking with the fucking...
Oh, I don't know. I know what you're talking about.
A physicist, and geometrist, and mathematician, and...
Yeah, it wasn't Musk, it was,
Stephen Hawking. Hawking had a 165 IQ, and he did computations of math that nobody understood but him. Until now. He's been dead 15 years. Nobody understood anything he did until now they do. Because he did quantum math and quantum physics. That's on a whole nother level. String theory, which is ridiculous to me, means nothing to me. I don't even know why they use it. It'll never be used ever. But now they understand what Hawking was doing his own math. That's how smart he was. This fucking bitch, come on. I'm sorry, you're not a bitch. That's not the point. She couldn't have done all these things if she even was real. A 160, Tash. There was no way of measuring a 160 in 1855. There was no way. There were people. How could they be that goddamn? There was nothing to play with. There was no intelligence things, nothing to make you smarter, no quick brain schemes. She couldn't even fucking see. How could she be deductive reasoning skills? Well, something's poking my butthole. I can either let it do it, or...
That's not part of the IQ test.
That's the only reasoning she could have had. She had emergency life reasoning skills. That's all she could have had. Oh, goddamn, that's iron. I better not answer that.
How would she hear
Somebody put the plunger in the toilet when I took a shit. Ouch.
Oh, my God.
See? Those are fucking reasoning skills. What else would she have been reasoning? Let's say, Helen, you're on an airplane. This didn't exist back then. Helen, you're on a mountaintop and there's a wolf on one side and a bear on the other side. Which side do you approach? Neither. You let them approach and you jump when they go to get you. That's deductive reasoning. When they go to attack, You just jump and let them get each other, and they roll down the hill, and you stay up. You know, like, whatever. She couldn't even do that. Because there's no fucking way she'd be on a goddamn mountaintop or anything. Would she? No. How could she have deductive reasoning?
Kenny, she climbed Mount Everest.
I swear to God,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't know that. Oh my God, it could be true. I don't know. I don't know.
Does Helen Keller have a brother?
Yeah, she has like 3
James
siblings.
Keller, Feller Keller, Phillips Keller,
Feller.
and William Simpson Keller. He's somehow got his mom's
Feller?
name.
Feller Keller.
Feller Keller. Old Yeller Feller Keller. Did she have a dog? Well, of course, Old Yeller. Well, of course it was.
Yeller Keller.
How'd she know it was yellow? Born Anna Marie Duke, but christened Patty by her managers, the actress found stardom at 16 for a role opposite late actress Van Bancroft, 62 for The Miracle Worker. The bond became first of Patty's most important friendships. So what? I was right, it was 1885. I just made that shit up. On March 3rd, 1887, Anne Sullivan begins the arduous job of teaching 6-year-old Helen Keller. In 1887, they didn't goddamn even have phones yet. Barely had the, hello, I need you. Barely. The turn of the century they did. 1901. There weren't even cars. Not back in rural routes there. Still buckboards and horses. She couldn't even fucking ride a horse. She couldn't, but she had a 160 IQ, huh? Did she tell Henry Ford how to make the car? She invented the first fucking Ford. It was the Keller Ford. The Keller Ford. Keller Williams, that's her realty company. Helen Keller Williams. One of her brothers' name was Williams.
So Helen of Troy was really about...
She was from Troy, Michigan. Who lost her sight and all of her hearing after a severe illness at 19 months old. If it's all true, it would have to have been just Jesus Christ playing a part. I'm sorry. The miracle worker might fuck is the story should have been called All Miracles. Because there's the odds of all of these things happening at the same to the same person. 160 IQ. Do you know what the odds of any human being that's even intelligent on this planet getting in a 160? 1 in 5 billion. There's only 8 billion people on the planet. 1 in 5 billion of you getting a 160 IQ. If you planned it in a test tube babies, you can plan your kids to be really intelligent, to be pilots by nature or whatever. Whatever they want to do. Be musicians, they can do all that shit with the chromosomes now. They fucking fuck with them and shit. Yeah. Even if you tried to build a kid in a petri dish with a 160 IQ, you're not going to get close. That is one of the highest measurable IQs on the fucking planet. That's not possible. I don't give a shit. And how fucking smart did you need to be back then? Don't get a splinter. Everything's wood. Period. Here you go. I'm serious. People died from splinters.
Oh my God, babe. Wasn't she a senator too or something?
Albert Einstein was 160. And they still use his theories of relativity today, except for they're breaking some of the laws.
Well, they still use Helen's.
Which ones?
Chewbacca.
Oh, she invented the octaves. That's what it was. Right? She invented the word octave. Was it she has diarrhea? Oh, A flat. Oh, I see. Fucking shit.
There is no A flat.
10 people with higher IQs than Albert Einstein. And what do? Helen Keller's one of them. She is. She has a higher IQ than Albert Einstein. The same, but because she's a female, she gets a higher rate. Women that are smart with IQs get a higher rate than men do.
Why is that?
I don't know. They say women, they have an IQ of the same of another man. Within their placing, like in Mensa, they get a higher rating than a man does. Don't know why. Apparently women are smarter than men are at the same IQ. Ain't that goddamn smart.
Oh my